Chapter 2. Form of Argument and Validity of Argument. Introduction. We know that logic is a formal science. While determining the validity of arguments, logician is not concerned with the content or subject matter of the argument. He is concerned only with the form of the argument. In symbolic logic, the form of the given argument is first clarified, and then validity or invalidity of the argument is determined with the help of the truth table. In order to understand this truth table method, we need to clarify these two concepts. 1. Form of argument, and 2. Substitution instance of the form of argument. 1. Form of argument. The form of an argument means a systematic arrangement of symbols in which not propositions but propositional variables and logical operators are used. The arrangement of the symbols in a form of argument is such that when propositional variables are replaced by proposition, an argument is obtained. For example, if P, then Q, P, therefore Q. From the definition of the form of argument given, the following points become clear. First, not propositions but the propositional variables are to be used in the form of arguments. Second, there is systematic arrangement of these variables. Third, if we put propositions in the place of variables, that is, the same proposition should be put at the place of the same variables, then we get an argument. For example, 1. In the above form of argument, if we put first, Aneri works hard, and second, she will succeed in the places P and Q respectively, then we get following arguments. If Aneri will work hard, then she succeeds. Aneri works hard. Therefore, she succeeds. 2. If we put first, man cultivates strong mental power and second, his work will be accomplished in the places P and Q respectively, then we get following argument. If man cultivates strong mental power, then his work will be accomplished. Man cultivates strong mental power, his work will be accomplished. 2. Substitution instances for the form of an argument. It becomes clear from the illustration that a substitution instance of a form of an argument means an argument which we get by putting propositions in the place of propositional variables used in the form of argument. For example, form of argument. Substitution instances of the form of the argument. 1. If P, then Q. If students study well, then the result of the school improves. P. Students study well. Therefore Q. Therefore, the result of the school improves. 2. Either P or Q. Either Nirali will choose general stream or she will choose science stream. Not P. Nirali will not choose general stream. Therefore Q. Therefore, she will choose science stream. It becomes clear from the illustration that substitution instance of any form of argument means an illustrative argument which can be presented in that form. Earlier we have discussed in previous chapter in previous standard that arguments of different subject matter can be represented in one form only. This means that there can be many substitution instances of any form of an argument. Second, definition of valid and invalid form of argument. Logic studies argument. In previous standard, we have studied in detail with examples about the nature as well as the validity and invalidity of any argument. We know that each argument is always either valid or invalid. That is, the evaluation of an argument is always possible in the language of validity and invalidity. After knowing the definition of the form of valid and invalidity argument, we shall get ourselves acquainted with the direct as well as indirect method of truth table used in symbolic logic for determining the validity of argument. Valid argument. The basic or fundamental characteristic of the valid argument is this. If the premises of a valid argument are true, then its conclusion is also true. Invalid argument. The basic characteristics of the invalid argument is this: the conclusion of an invalid argument can be false in spite of the fact that its premises are true. Comparing the characteristics of the valid and invalid argument, it becomes clear that when it is said that certain argument is not invalid, it amounts to saying that it is valid. The direct method of truth table for determining the validity of arguments. Saying that an argument is not invalid amounts to saying that it is valid. This fact is very important for determining the validity of arguments through the truth table method. Let us see what this method of truth table is and how this fact is important in it. We know that any truth table of a compound proposition comprises many rows which depict the truth values of that proposition. This implies that if we construct the truth table for premises and conclusion, then by considering the rows, we can find out when the premises and conclusion are true or false. By reading the row of the truth table constructed for premise and conclusion, if we come to know that in rows where premise is true, the conclusion is also true, then we can take a decision that the argument is valid. If we find even a single row where premise is true and yet in the same row the conclusion is false, then we can take a decision that the argument is invalid. This method of determining the validity or invalidity of the argument is called the direct truth table method. While using the direct truth table method for determining the validity or invalidity of the argument, we must note that in a truth table for premise and conclusion, there is not a single row where premise is true. Then we do not have any direct evidence for saying that 1. The argument is valid or 2. The argument is invalid. In such cases, we have clear reasons for that, saying that the argument is not invalid because if and only if the premise is true and the conclusion is false, the argument is invalid. And in this case, not a single row indicates that the premise is true. Thus, in this case, it can be clearly seen that the argument is not invalid. Now the argument which is not invalid is valid argument. Hence, in such cases, following decision about the validity of the argument would be proper. The argument is not invalid and therefore it is valid. In the description stated about the direct truth table method for determining the validity of the argument, we have used the words premise and conclusion. In any argument, the conclusion is only one, but there can be more than one premise. Considering this fact, a question naturally arises that why is this phrase premise or premises not used here? The answer to this question is the arguments in which there are more than one premise, the premises of that argument are considered together rather than as separate and independent. That is, in such argument, it is only said that from the conjunction of premises, the conclusion is derived. In the light of this essence of the argument having more than one premise, if we make a rule to present their premises which are joined with and as one conjunctive proposition or as a conjunction, then such argument would also be of one premise. We have accepted this rule while using the direct truth table method for determining the validity of the arguments, and hence the use of the phrase premise or premises is not necessary in the given description of this method. By combining all premises into a conjunction, we shall have only one column for a premise in the constructed truth table, and hence it becomes easy to determine the validity and invalidity of the argument. We have so far only described the method of truth table for determining the validity of arguments. Now we shall determine the validity of the illustrative arguments by the use of this method. Examples: 1. If Suchita is virtuous, then Suchita is happy. Suchita is virtuous. Suchita is happy. Symbolization. Suchita is virtuous is equal to P. Suchita is happy is equal to Q. Symbolic presentation of the argument. If P, then Q. P. Therefore, Q. Premises as conjunction. In bracket, if P, then Q, bracket over, and P. Q. Truth table. Decision about validity. In the truth table, total 5 columns are constructed from which premise is presented in column 4 and conclusion is in column 5. The premise is true, that is T, in only first row among total 4 rows of truth table, and the conclusion is also true in the same row. Hence, this argument is valid. 2. If people are awakened, then revolution in society will take place. If revolution in society will take place, then country will progress. If people are awakened, then country will progress. Symbolization. People are awakened is equal to A. Revolution in society will take place is equal to B. Country will progress is equal to C. Symbolic presentation of the argument. If A, then B. If B, then C. Therefore, if A, then C. Premises as conjunction. In bracket, if A, then B, bracket over, and in bracket, if B, then C, bracket over. Therefore, if A, then C. Truth table. Decision about validity. In the truth table, total 7 columns are constructed from which premise is presented in column 6 and conclusion is in column 7. The premise is true, that is T, in the rows 1, 5, 7 and 8 among the 8 rows of truth table, and conclusion is also true, that is T, in the same row. Hence, this argument is valid. 3. Either he will be a leader or he will be an actor. He will be an actor. He will not be a leader. Symbolization. He will be a leader is equal to A. He will be an actor is equal to B. Symbolic presentation of the argument. Either A or B. B. Therefore, not A. Premises as conjunction. In bracket, either A or B, bracket over, and B. Therefore, not A. Truth table. Decision about validity. In the truth table, total 5 columns are constructed from which premise is presented in column 4 and conclusion is column 5. The premise is true in the rows 1 and 3, but the conclusion is false in row 1, which is indicated through the sign star. Hence, this argument is invalid. 4. Either Krishna will be with Pandavas or Kauravas will demand an army. Kauravas will demand an army. Therefore, Krishna will be with Pandavas and Pandavas will win. Symbolization. Krishna will be with Pandavas is equal to P. Kaurava will demand army is equal to S. Pandavas will win is equal to R. Symbolic presentation of the argument. Either P or S. S. Therefore, P and R. Premises as conjunction. In bracket, either P or S and S. Therefore, P and R. Truth table. Decision about validity. In the truth table, total 6 columns are constructed from which premise is presented in column 5 and the conclusion is in column 6. The premise is true, that is T, in rows 2, 5 and 6 among the 8 rows of the truth table, but the conclusion is false, that is F, in those rows, which is indicated through the sign star. Hence, this argument is invalid. 5. If not P, then not Q. Therefore, if Q, then P. Truth table. Decision about validity. In the truth table, total 6 columns are constructed, from which premise is presented in column 5 and conclusion is in column 6. The premise is true, that is T, in rows 1, 2 and 4, which among the 4 rows of truth table, and the conclusion is also true in the same row. Hence, this argument is valid. 6. If A, then not in bracket B and C bracket over. Therefore, if not in bracket B and C bracket over, then A. Truth table. Decision about validity. In the truth table, total 7 columns are constructed, from which premise is presented in column 6 and the conclusion is in column 7. The premise is true, that is T, in rows 2 to 8 among the 8 rows of the truth table, but the conclusion is false in rows 6, 7 and 8, which is indicated through the sign star. Hence, this argument is invalid.